the dark entities, they're after your reality. They just want to change that. What happens when you have a soul walk in / soul walk out is you had an individual who was so dependent, so reliant on what the former system was and the former way of things. Everything prior to 2012 was the system they were dominated by, mentally, physically, and spiritually. And what ended up happening was, once that paradigm, and now that that paradigm is shattered, they're left with nowhere to go, because there were little things being introduced at the end of the Mayan calendar going into 2012, where there were certain Aquarian practices in terms of law of attraction, manifestation, raising your vibration, listen to different types of hertz and frequencies and binaural beats, and listening to certain audio books on certain subjects. All of this were building blocks to the world that we're in now. When we did it back in 2011 and everything prior to 2012, even going up to maybe, 2015, 2016, we looked crazy. We looked crazy taking on these new age and new school philosophies and looking at numbers and looking at cards and looking at, not to say that these systems came into conception that late in human history, but it is to say that you saw a wider spread practice of unorthodoxy in terms of belief systems, etc. You saw a rise in Wiccan. You saw a rise in numerologists. You saw a rise in tarot card readers. You saw a rise in naturalists. You saw a rise in herbalists. You saw a rise in mentalists. You saw a rise in star seeds. You saw many other things come into the forefront so commonly that the entire age that we switched over into now is an occult age. We're in an occult time of human history. And if we're talking about an age, a literal age, it's about 2,200 to 2,500 years. So we're really in the beginning of a new age, a beginning of a new age. You don't have to call it the new age. It's the beginning of a new age. Now, it might sound like the new age for us and our human body, speaking in our human capacity, as we reference our own mortality. We're not living to be 200 and 300 years old. So it looks like the age when we enter in it, but it's just an age. It's just an age, not the age, but just an age. So they want to fight for your reality. They want to leave you stuck in between believing nothing and being devastated over what you used to believe. That has to be substituted out or swapped out. What I'm offering is just mentalism, simply that, making sense of things. Not mentalist in terms of doing mind tricks. Mentalism in terms of realizing that all is mind and applying your mind to whatever you come across, thereby applying the mind to what you take in. Redefine it for your terms. I try to be as general as possible, but you're going to have a more accurate interpretation for yourself than what I'm giving you based on this information. The way you take the information when it comes in is going to filter through your own experiences, is going to filter through your own personal paradigm, your own personal structure, belief system. Whatever is given to you is going to filter through you. And that filter is more important than the information that's coming at you. More important than the information that's coming at you is how you sift through it and what you take from it. That's more important than even the information itself as it comes to you. For example, it's a good thing to be in a body of water, but even better if you know how to swim in it. You're more important than the body of water you're in. You are the one who swims. You are the one who manifests the form of God, the physical structure of what we would call a God manifestation. The water itself does not represent God in the same way. It represents an environment for God. Your reality is exactly that, an ocean of experience. But you are the fish. You are the fish. You are the one who, when you come up on the land, a prophet comes out of your mouth. You're the one. You're the one that the Jonahs of this world seek refuge from, those who are disobedient, and they just need somebody to show them back onto the right path without judging them, without putting them down. That's where we come in. That's where we come in this world of polarity and arguments and fights. We're the ones that fight fire with water. We may be intense, the water may be warm, the water may be steam, sometimes the water may be ice, but it's still water. It's still the fundamental building block of life that we present in a mental form just through purely conversation and looking at regular themes, irregular scenarios, and interpreting them and repackaging it and redelivering it in a way that you can receive it and you can apply it in your life immediately. So let's go to the 0 point. Breathe in. Breathe out. I take much longer inhale and exhales. The idea is to make that breath as slow and as long and as drawn out as possible. Because this way, physiologically, you can slow yourself down to the 0 point. A lot of times our mind follows the body on autopilot, so slow your body down first. That didn't take time, right? I wasn't too busy to do this. That didn't take too long. That only took a second. So it's not that we don't have the time to meditate. It's just that we get so caught up on the outside of our skin that we don't stop and take that 0 point. Because that 0 point feels good. It's healthy. It helps your mind slow down because you're slowing your body down by slowing your breathing down. And then from there, you step into your daydream. You step into your dream that you want to live out during the day. Not just your unconscious sleep. Not just your body being wafted up into the astral realms, but intentionally stepping into it with your waking mind. Welcome to Yellow Planet.